Got real questions about real estate right now? Hmm. Hey there, it's Andy Schildhorn from the Schildhorn Realty Group. This is Ask, Answers, Strategy, and of course, Knowledge. Every month, Kylene and we go live on Facebook, answer real questions from buyers and sellers so that you can better understand what's happening in our marketplace right now. So enjoy the video, drop your ask in the comments, join us live next time. Watch for the date and time, and we'll be in touch. And we are live. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. It's Andy Schildhorn and Kylene Shannon. How are you doing out there? So in the past, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Andy Talks Real Estate, and I would get on with Jeanette Martin, and we would talk about statistics and all those kind of things. And well, things have changed a little bit. We have a new team member. We have Kylene Shannon.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, yeah. And so Kylene and I have created Schildhorn Realty Group. We are a lot of energy. We've got a lot of things going on. It's almost like 1 + 1 = 5. I've come out of my geriatric moment. So yeah, hey Kylene, So
He's
hey,
doing it. He's got the
yeah,
energy.
yeah. No, things are going on, and like we've also had that Ask banner on top, and Ask, is answers, strategy, knowledge, trying to get out to our clientele and the public, like how does real estate work,
Yeah.
right? And I just wanted to add in there that Kylene brings a lot of experience to the market, to her clients, and her enthusiasm is infectious. So
Thanks,
what are you
Andy.
seeing out there, Kylie? How's the market looking to you?
Well, there's a lot of options for people out there. So buyers specifically. Right now, if they're shopping, they're being a little more cautious. There's been a lot of change and sellers need to wrap their head around the new pricing from last year still.
Yeah,
That's what we're seeing.
yeah. No, I know. And
Mhm.
that brings up, open houses. Like we have been doing open houses consistently for the past few years. Before 2020, we really didn't do open houses. 2022, the market went crazy. You'd have on the weekend, you'd have 50 people that wanted to go through a
Yeah.
house, and you couldn't book all the showings, and so we would set up open houses Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 4. Offer
Yeah.
presentation Tuesday afternoon. You'd have 50 people go through, and that's the way it worked.
Yeah.
Now the market's changed, and like it's a different world, and like
Hmm.
how do you see open houses, Kylie? Like, what do what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I agree with you in that hot market period in COVID that was very useful at that time for the amount of people coming in. And, I value open houses for different reasons, especially when the listing's brand new and it's the first week or so, and there could be a little more activity than you'd normally see. So that's nice in the first week or so. And also, there are some cases where, for example, a realtor's out of town and they can't book with their own agent. So, being able to pop into an open house, that's kind of nice. And yeah, when they're
Mm,
casually starting to look,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
haven't really even picked a realtor yet, or decided what they're doing, and they could fall in love.
I'm in some ways I'm not quite bought into the open houses in this market. Like I like to see I like to see a realtor make an appointment. The buyer's already contacted their realtor. They have a specific time. They come to the home.
Mm,
They have it to themselves. They go through the home. The realtor's talking to the buyer about different things. There's a real conversation going on. Whereas
mhm.
sometimes at open houses, you have people coming through and they, yeah, this looks good. This doesn't look good. And then, oh, we got to get to Costco before it closes. And it kind of just, sort of falls through,
Yeah,
like, but Kylie, your points are very valid too. Like whether open houses really work. Like, tell me more.
right. Sometimes, we hear a lot like, oh, it's just going to be neighbors coming in. But sometimes the neighbor has a family member, like a legitimate, I've seen it, their daughter, their aunt, and they know that they would love to live near each other. So they come see it and they tell them about it. And then I guess they book the proper showing like you're looking for, but it does give an opportunity for more eyes in general. And that helps in a tough market. It could.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, I
Mhm.
had that too, where the neighbor came in and then as they were leaving, they said, we're neighbors, we're next door, but we do have someone that might be interested in this home. And
Yeah.
and the realtor did call me and brought that buyer through. And guess what? They did buy that house. That was in Forest Hills in Walnut Grove.
Wow.
And I remember that very, very clearly. So yeah,
Yeah.
there are good points to it,
Hmm.
that open houses do work. It's just, I like to see showings. That's what I like to see.
Yeah. And I think, when you get when you get a showing that they're with their agent, they can be, a little more vetted, I guess, or prepared. They've probably gone through the financing process and so on and so forth. So I can understand that,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. I guess it also depends on the property itself, right? Whether,
Hmm.
open houses like an acreages might be a little bit difficult, or,
Yeah.
some sellers don't feel comfortable with open houses. Remember we did one where we had, three of us at the open house just to
Yeah.
make sure
I
that
was
there was
upstairs.
yeah,
You were
yeah.
on the main floor and Nina
And
was down.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
so that was, we were
It was a security situation for them,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It was that
Yeah.
they felt comfortable,
Yeah.
with people going through and not someone opening their, drawers
Hmm.
and looking through their clothes and stuff and like that, right?
You know
Or
what I really love, Andy, is that we've created an open house checklist so that we send, that to to our clients so they know how to prepare, like,
yes,
take
yeah.
valuables out of the home, etc. It's very detailed and I find it very helpful if they haven't
True,
done one
true,
before.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of what this Schildhorn Realty Group's all about, getting all our combined experience together. And
Hmm.
Kylie, I've been finding that our level of expertise and professionalism has increased, exponentially.
I
I'm so happy
agree.
that way. Yeah, yeah,
There's some
yeah,
more ability to spend the time to do the things that you want to do for your client that they will appreciate and value. And yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's open houses do have their time and place, and
Hmm.
and it depends on the seller and it depends on the property. Tenanted properties too, right? That's a little
Hmm.
hard to do an open house because tenants, that's their home, and you don't want to impede on into their home. But yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. But we do open houses. We're happy to do them. Um, we're out there. We're making sure that all
Yeah.
that exposure is there. I mean, you can't really say that one thing sells a house. It's
Right.
it's a myriad of things. It's open houses. It's Facebook marketing. It's word of mouth. It's
Mm.
it's MLS. It's getting
Hmm.
the information out to realtors. It's all those
Yeah.
things that we do, right?
Absolutely. And I recall I've had clients who wanted to have open houses every weekend, both days. And you had mentioned your thoughts to me on that, and I wanted you to share that again because it actually made me step back and go, wait a minute, that's a really good point. Do you recall what we were?
Yeah, yeah, because like if you did it both days, and I've done it both days too, but I think that you just kind of dilute everything, and that's like if
Hmm.
you do open houses every week, because there's only a certain amount of people that are looking at one time. So if you kind of over dilute, like overexpose the property,
Hmm.
then people start wondering like, is there something wrong with it? I know
Yeah.
there are some realtors out there, they'll do open houses half an hour, 1 hour, that kind
Yeah.
of thing, and so that the people that really want to be there. They're there and they
Oh
will
yeah,
come to
that's
the
an
house. Yeah.
interesting point. Yeah. They'll make it happen.
It will make it happen. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not the person that's driving by anymore
Hmm.
that's going to pop into your open house and buy the home. It's
Yeah.
people that are looking on the MLS or they've got the listing from their realtor and they see that there's an open house. And so they come, like
Yeah.
it's almost like you don't need open house signs, uh,
Yeah.
on the property because they've already come to your destination. They want to come see the home.
Okay, interesting point. Just to chat about that a little bit. I'm a big believer that you need to have a lot of open house signage at your open house. Still, I know technology, I know they can see it online and get there, but for me, that was grabbing, yeah, the neighbors, the unexpected, the visitors to the community. I still bring like 7 signs and set them up on the busiest roads and direct them to the open house because I want traffic.
Yeah, no, and it helps build that momentum that people
Mhm.
see that the listing is active,
Yeah. I've
right?
seen agents show up with like 2 signs and I'm like, really? What's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah, yeah. So hey, Kylene, I
Mhm,
think we're just about done here, but
mhm.
I think we're both out there doing open houses. I'm doing one on Trattle Street, you're out in Abbotsford. But how do
Yeah.
you like to have people contact you? Like, what is the best way to get a hold of you? Do you like emails, text? Do you like phone calls?
Well, if they don't know me, I love to talk to people. Okay. So calling is the best. I mean, texting and emailing is quick. It doesn't, it can be colder or you can misconstrue. It doesn't have the nuances. And talking to people, you can really listen and understand what they need from you. And so I love a phone call. So if you want to get a hold of us, you can call us at 604-245-5165 anytime.
And it's 778-835-8957 for me. So that's it. I think next time we might talk about subject to sale homes or some other topic that is of value. And but in the meantime, good to see you, Kylene, and we're gonna have
Nice
a busy weekend.
nice to see you guys. Bye.